Hey everybody, Justin here. This week we're going to talk about sleep and how hypnosis can help us all get a better night sleep. All right? Insomnia is a widespread epidemic in this country. It's really gotten bad, especially after 2020 and what happened there. Just mental health kind of took a big decrease from that. I think we've all kind of noticed that and started seeing that. And sleep has really taken a hit because people either can't get to sleep or they can't stay asleep or they can't get back to sleep once they get up for a little bit. I go into the bathroom and such. Hypnotherapy can address that in a few ways. One, if you have a problem falling asleep, you get stuck in your thoughts most of the time, right? Your head is rolling tomorrow's stuff, yesterday's stuff, something you realized that you did 5 years ago that made you look dumb and now you can't get over it. Been there. So in hypnosis, what we would do is we get you past that stage because there's three stages of sleep in my model, the hypnotherapy model: the fancy stage, excuse me, the thinking stage, the fancy stage, and sleep. The thinking stage is just that. It's when you're laying there and your mind's a flutter. It's going. Maybe you're thinking of whatever. You're just thinking. And this will go on for a little bit. And then what should happen next is called the fancy stage, or when you start to relax enough and start to transition from awake to sleep. That middle point. I think we all kind of recognize that. It's when you either consciously or subconsciously start thinking or feeling calmer, relaxed, kind of half there, half not. A good way to think about this is, when you're on the couch and you're kind of nodding off and you could almost choose, do I want to go to sleep or do I want to stay awake? Because my eyes are closed, but I still feel the couch. Like you're almost asleep, but you still feel the couch. We all go through that sleeping too in the bed. That's the fancy stage. And then the next part is deep sleep because the fancy stage allows you to relax enough to go into sleep. And actually, in that transition, you go through hypnosis too, just a little bit. That's why people wear headsets in their ears. They're trying to catch the hypnotic stage and learn something. Because once you go to sleep, you might as well not even have those things going. Nothing's getting in. The subconscious is not letting it get in unless, there's some kind of new study that I don't know about. But typically, you're dead to the world unless you're what we call a somnambulist. And that's when things can get into your dream from the outside world, like a knock at a door could be incorporated in your dream, something like that. Anyway, with hypnosis, put you in hypnosis, and I will give you a visual image or a visual journey of a relaxing place. Whatever place is best for you. The forest, the ocean, whatever turns your gears, okay? And I will anchor that as when you go to bed, you will skip the thinking stage, dive right into the fancy stage, and then go to sleep. I've done it with past clients and it's worked beautifully. It really helps people get past their cluttered mind because it shuts off. That's one way. Another way that we can help with sleep is to just talk to the subconscious directly. You know, and that and what I mean by that is when you're falling asleep and those thoughts kind of dwell up from, well, the subconscious, the body, what you want to call it, from the depths, and you can't stop them because you're not really thinking these thoughts yourself at some point, just being fed to you, and you're looking at them or reacting to them or thinking more about something whatever. So what I would do there is recognize that when you're in that stage, and you can hear your thoughts coming up more from the subconscious, that means the veil is thinner and the conscious mind can actually tell the subconscious what to do a little bit because it works both ways. You can't hear one without one being able to hear the other. So this is when you hear people telling the story of, well, just tell your mind that you can put all that away and that we can take care of that in the morning. Or you straight up tell your mind not to do that. We're trying to sleep. What are you doing? It's a two-way street. When the veil is thinned. So that's worked beautifully for my clients. I just spoke to a woman last night who did that by herself, and it worked beautifully. If you can hear it, it can hear you, and it will listen to you if you mean what you think or say. And the last thing that we do for sleep, as far as helping people get back to sleep, is I will teach you, well, self-hypnosis. Just a little bit of self-hypnosis, because a lot of people don't mean to wake up as much as they do if they had to get up and go to the restroom. They're trying to hold on to that sleep, if you know what I mean. So just getting back in the bed and going through the process of self-hypnosis will put you back to sleep. Let's see. And one more thing. When you're dreaming, and we deal with something called dream therapy and hypnotherapy. Dream therapy, hypnotherapy, so many therapies. We actually talk to the subconscious and we get its feedback. I'll ask it a question to reveal to you in a dream. I'll ask it to vent out energy that you no longer need in your early morning dreams, because there's 3 stages of dreaming. And I think we all kind of will recognize these stages. The first stage is called wishful thinking. That is random energy just being dispersed. That is the pink elephants riding Gumby, or whatever randomness you've seen, whatever. Most people don't remember those dreams because they're the first part of the night. The second part is called precognition. That's when your subconscious takes what it knows and what it learned today and tries to combine it to predict the future. The subconscious is all about keeping you alive, so it uses this time to try to predict what's coming next. That's when you might get a dream that comes true, because your subconscious, which is far more powerful, far more intelligent, far more, well, just bigger in general, predicted correctly. That's in our model anyway. And the third stage is the venting stage, and that's the one that I usually work with the most, and most therapists do as far as hypnosis, because that's when you're emptying out the energy you didn't spend that day, and it's usually the negative stuff or the intense stuff. That's when you have those early morning dreams of fighting, of going to bed with that person you've always wanted to go to bed with, but you haven't had a chance, but you've been put a lot of thought into it. Or maybe had a huge fear moment the prior day, like a scary movie, and you will have dreams about it to vent it out. That's just stored energy. That's all the energy made here goes somewhere. Either goes out or it stays in. And the negative stuff really sticks. So what I'll do is I'll tell the subconscious to vent out any unnecessary, unneeded negative energy, habits, behaviors. Vent out the reason why you're having these issues, X, Y, and Z, that you came to see me for. The subconscious is really this amazing thing that we all can use to improve our lives and to get answers from. And that's really about it for sleep and dream therapy. Well, there's more, but I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to make a 30-minute video. But there is more to it. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Walton Hypnotherapy at yahoo.com. WaltonHypnotherapy.com. Reach out, schedule a session, send me an email. Especially if you have this kind of problem, because this is an easy fix for the most part. It might be physiological in nature, it might be with the body. You might need to eat some turkey, stop eating some sugar at night, because that's going to screw you up. You need some protein before you go to bed, especially turkey. It has that sleep chemical, and I don't know what it's called right now. Tranquil something, I don't know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Have a great day. Good seeing you.